Good day, everyone. Thank you for coming to the channel. It's been a while since I last uploaded a Diablo video. It's been a crazy 2020, and but I wanted to still somehow finish off all my characters. And with the recent news of the Diablo 2 Resurrected, I you know it's kind of time to work on a video. So before that though, I'm sure you guys probably looked into the info on Resurrected. I have skimmed through, and some of the questions I asked in the previous videos are not answered. But I already bought the game, and I'm just waiting for the release notice. But I guess there won't be any rushing because everyone's gonna be level 1, and everyone's just gonna be like trying to do what everyone does on the ladder reset, like 2-3 days in a row. People don't sleep, get to like Nightmare and Mephisto, and then start running bots. But that's, I guess, one of my big questions. Are bots gonna be allowed? I hope so, because from what I understand, all they did was like a 3D painting on top of the existing system. So they didn't really change anything in that sense. But we'll see how it works out once the game is released. But if it is the case like that, then I mean, everyone's just gonna do the same thing. They'll just get to Mephisto Nightmare and then just run bots. But I don't want to also, I also don't want to spend like too long trying to, get to a decent level myself. So, but yeah, they said ladder reset would be like every like quarterly, sounds like 3 to 4 months each. And for me, I'm pretty excited. I am gonna still maintain my account on the original Diablo 2 Battle.net, I guess, by logging in every like 90 days. And because yeah, I spent a lot of money on these tunes, and I don't want to like lose it all. So, but anyways, I'm excited for it. Regardless, I'm definitely gonna play, and we'll see how it works out. But today, I wanted to show a barbarian character. I checked my videos and I never had any barbarian, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing, because I have quite a few barbarians and I love them too. So here's my whirlwind barbarian. Well, let me show you the gears and let's get going. So my weapon is Breath of the Dying, made out of ghost spear. This is a perfect ED, well, perfect base with 15 ED. I'm sorry, that's not really perfect. Let me rectify that. So it's 15 enhanced ED with 1% attack rating base. So it's 2% attack rating off of perfect, base wise. And for the ED roll, it's perfect. But the life steal roll, life leech, max is 15, this is 12, which is the lowest. But to be honest, 12, 15 at this point really doesn't matter. Leech is hell a ton. But of course, those people, they want perfect. So, but anyways, the weapon selection really is really up to you. Like, I have couple different Breath of Dyings. I have one in the Thunder Maw. My Goldfine Barbarian is using that, and I also have in Great Polex. And one thing, I guess the only one I don't have it in is Giant Thrasher, and that's another good alternative weapon that you could use on here too. But with the Barbarian attack speed, from what I understand, it's only affected by the weapon speed. So Ghost Spear is on the faster side of the weapon, and also the reach is further out than Thunder Maw. Yeah, when I play two different weapons, I notice, yeah, Thunder Maw hits so much harder, but it could only get up to 6 frames, whereas this one gets up to 5. And I guess it hits more every time too. And Great Polex is another great alternative. I play with that too. I love it. The graphics is really nice. Like this one is kind of like this triangular. See, it's like triangular on the top. So that's how the I don't know if you guys can see, but it's kind of a little weird graphics. Like it looks like a fork. So, but it has good stats. It has further reach than Thunder Maw, hits more, and so on this one I'm using this weapon. And for my armor, I'm using Enigma out of Archon Plate. And as I mentioned before, I guess one thing to really pay attention to is your strength requirement, in relation to what tune it is and all that. So for this it's 103. When I every time I use a token to reset, I know I have to put some points into strength. And so, you know, with the requirements to put this on, like I need to always be careful because this one has a higher dex requirement than other weapons. Thundermaw, for example, has no dex requirement, but it's really high on the strength. So, you know, like you gotta make sure like when you die, you know, you can pick up your items at once, you know, because if not, and your corpse is there, and you know, you could bug out and lose items and whatnot. So just make sure your strength requirement base is, you know, there. And then for my helm, I'm using a G-Phase with a 15 hour resist and 9 strength jewel. And as you guys can see, my resist is still not maxed out, but I think the important ones are maxed out or high enough: fire and lightning resist. And G-Phase, once again, I mean, I could have used Ariat, but G-Phase 2 is just another cheap, really nice melee weapon. I mean, and I love the graphics too, the way it looks, and with the Archon plate giving this black look, like I think this look complements better. And for my amulet, I'm using High Lord. And you know what? I gotta rectify what I said earlier. I think weapons. I'm gonna do a calculator, but yeah, I think outside sources also affect the FPS. But let me double check. Anyways, my glove is Laying of Hands, another, you know, nice, cheap, but effective item, high fire res. And then my belt is Dungo 4015. And then 2 ravens, same graphics. Just this is 1 off perfect, this is 2 off a perfect. Got them for really cheap. So, and for my boot, I'm using Gore. I mean, there really isn't anything else I think for a melee character. Gore is just, you know, it's too good. So on this setup right now, my crushing blow is 15 here, 35, that's 50, and then deadly strike here, and I could add that too. That'll be like what, 34, 30, 50, 65 ish. So, you know, it's gonna be quite strong. Like it kills really well, I think. And then on the swap, I'm using 2 Hodo, and with the, you know, FCR, like the teleport speed is really fast, 40. So it's 80 FCR I have, and it's 6 skill. So, you know, this is the way that, you know, I prefer to go. For my charms, it's just max lifers, max AR lifers. I guess that'll be more accurate. So yeah, and then here, like I have some AR and lifers, and then this one is one with strength. For my small charms, these 3 are self-found, and I couldn't sell it, so I just ended up using it. And they all happen to be M coin shaped, so it worked out. And then here, like, you know, just 3 max attack rating, and these 2 happen to be dex. And I guess I could like have like strength for these lifers, but you know, I need a little bit of dex here, so I figure, you know, just yeah, these 2 kind of goes there. And then I have a 2018 torch with a 1920 Annie. Now here, stat wise, if you see, I dumped a lot into strength, and also I dumped enough on the dex so that my attack rating would be 10, you know, 10,000. Right now, you know, I don't have bow, but once I have bow, it will go up. And for vitality, I kept it to around 3k after bow. And this is something you can play with. Like another way that I used to, you know, always kind of follow was like just enough into strength, enough into dex, and rest into vit. And with that setup, you get to about like 6k, which is nice. But I don't know, like I like to see higher numbers. So, you know, I'm kind of playing with this, but you know, I could always token back to, you know, the more vitality style as well. And then for my mercenary and talents, so talents wise, so if you see here, just 1 all the way down here, and then max this BO, bow, and then shout. And then the weapon of my choice here is spear, because it's ghost spear. So max that out. And right now, like I'm just putting the rest into iron skin, but before that, you know, going into here, I mean obviously whirlwind, max that. 1 point wonder, put it in. Just, you're all the way here anyways. And then after that, I'm just putting into iron skin. So with my mercenary, yeah, Reaper's Toll, like just nothing else for melee, I think. And also because my barbarian teleports, like mercenary control is so easy, right? Just teleport onto the mob and he will start hitting. If his, proc goes, oh my god, And then, another G phase, but increase attack speed with, enhanced damage draw. And that's because, Thrasher again is a faster weapon base. So if you have increased attack speed here, like that helps. And it will break it will hit a breakpoint. So that's why. And then here is my armor. Yeah, treachery. Increase attack speed, faster hit, and fade proc. It's I think it's better than Fort in many ways. So this is my and right now I have a cow room open. So let me go ahead and start on a cow run. So when I'm in this holder mode, you see because of the 80 FCR, it's pretty damn fast. So let's just roll around. Again, I guess with the playstyle, melee I think is mostly all same. You just so I mean my setups, I have Berserk on the left and then these whirlwind on the right. So I just go ahead and right click on the ground and just move around. And it's ooh, someone reached my life. Okay. But yeah, as you see, it's pretty nice and smooth. Like when the Decryptify procs too, I know it's like, oh my god, I gotta try to concentrate on those guys because I'll kill them faster, right? And overall, it's not like I guess like Amazon fast, but for me, like it's playing like the old school. Back in the old days with like Grandfather, Whirlwind Barbarian, dual win Grandfather, Whirlwind Barbarian. And you're just like whirling through the cow room and you just don't kill anything. You're like, like I had all these like poison charms as well. And yeah, like I don't remember everything clearly, but it was pretty decked out. But like in the cow rooms, like sorceresses or Javazons, like they'll be killing everything, and I'm just like trying to kill like this one pack of cows, and I'm like just rolling around for like a minute, and they're not dead yet. So I mean, compared to that, definitely this is a different kind of living. But right now with my mic proc, so my whirlwind goes up to about 16k, and my berserk is at 20. So it's nice looking numbers. It's just sheet damage, but we all like that, right? And if you see my attack rating, like I said, after bow, I'm sitting around 10k. And Bale, like yeah, he's no matter what, like Bale's like attack rating versus Bale is always gonna be low. For melee, like I always only get like 75, 78, 80 depending, but Bale, like for like bosses like Bale, you do definitely need the attack rating. People definitely have suggested like angelic ring set to me. I think it's a possibility, but like I like this setup right now. So yeah, just going through, teleport around. Because of my mercenary follows and she starts doing his thing, and I just keep doing my thing. I mean, it's just really nice chopping down of the cows, I guess. Taking an eraser around the screen, and just as I right click around, things just die. And I guess that's where the satisfaction is, at least for me. Okay, go around. And I think you can go with Arya too. I do have like different tune that wears Arya, but he has a reason why. I mean, he could wear G phase too, but for specific reason he's wearing Arya, and he's not Whirlwind actually. He's my frenzy bard. Yeah, I'll definitely showcase him as well. He's, yeah, like all of my characters I love, definitely. Spent money, time, effort, you know. And one of the biggest characters I like is my Frenzy Barb. Like, I remember back, well, I'll save this story from Frenzy Barb, I won't say it now. But yeah, it kind of all goes back to the old days, you know? 'Cause, yeah, I played this game like since, since the release. And it has so many of my accounts banned. I mean, like, I guess another good thing back in the old days was like the trading channel actually worked. Like, I did register on D2JSP. Like, yeah, I never seen anybody older than my registration ID. I think it's like year 2004. That's when my ID was created. And like back then, I had created it, but I never used D2JSP. I didn't have to, because there was a live economy on the channels, People are like talking away, and you move from channel to channel, and most of the prices were in terms of the SOJ, like, so it was very different economy. And maybe if I had used D2JSP, maybe things could have been different. But yeah, I never did. Never needed to. Anyways, that was a cow run. Well, it wasn't too bad, I think. It was pretty fast. Let me go ahead and pay a visit to Diablo. And look at that. I'm gonna kind of skip through the trash mobs here, but you see, because of the Hodo, like, your speed is really fast. And, like, just one swing, leeching, just kind of like get everything back. So, it's pretty damn powerful character. And with my mercenary, giving me that the Decryptify proc to enhance my damage, as well as, it kind of slows them too, so it's kind of crowd control as well. And they will hit slower, so it provides me that kind of defensive purpose too. You know what, my glove, should I go repair that? Yeah, I'll go repair that. Hold on. Ooh, now look at all these guys. Okay. Yeah, like just one hit, things just die. Ooh, okay. Now let me go. Let's see. Let me go here. Ooh, do I have enough? Just. Oh no, I don't. Okay. I'll have to use like a Rao rune on some of these other pieces. Yeah, probably the chest. Chest is always the, yeah. Ooh. Use a Rao rune on that. Save money. Oh, so I guess one of the, they made some improvement of quality of life changes. So, on Resurrected, that is. And I guess now there's like a button to allow you to just auto pick up gold or not. So I think that's definitely a good function. I would turn it on because I don't want to like manually pick these up. It's pretty annoying, I think. So I'll just turn it on for myself. Okay. So yeah, like, that teleport really provides, the mobility and, just the merc control. Like my fairy druids, for example, that I had showcased, like, they're using fort, so I can't teleport with them. Plus, like, with them, like, even if I wanted to, in a way, like, teleport is almost pointless because they're always fighting in the form, and in the form, druids cannot teleport. So, you have to be in a human form in order to teleport. So it's like, fort just really makes more sense, but it's just all moving around. I have to just move around and control mercenaries, so it's a little bit more, inconvenient in that sense. But yeah, pretty nice, pretty smooth. Because I have, pretty high, crushing blow as well. Just, yeah. I mean, look at that, right? I mean, it's a single player, but even in a full 8 people game, like, yeah, it's still pretty fast in killing, I think. And here's an Arkham play. Oh, okay, hold on. What the hell? I have all these? Okay. Sorry. I just want to see what that is. Like, it's not ethereal, so it has sockets. Okay, let me see. Just one socket, okay. Okay. the last one. The mercenary, you know, because of the fate, like, he can take it. He can just stand in the middle and just like, you know. To be honest, I think he can just kill everything by himself too. As long as the fate procs. Okay. So yeah, if there's alpha for resurrected, I'll definitely be interested. I did, you know, request that too. I don't know how I ever get selected. And that was pretty damn fast. That was pretty fast. 81% on Diablo. Okay. So now let me go to Bale. And just to save time, I have already gone there with my other two. Now let's go. Yeah, these are like, you know, not scary at all. But even if I have those like, you know, exusi little midgets running at me, like, it's not that bad. But I guess, yeah, you know, if they do come at me and I only have 3k, that is actually kind of dangerous for me too. Maybe I should kind of spec back to 6k one. Because with that one too, like, I still kill fine, to be honest. It's not like I'm slower. Yes, this number will probably go down by like 3k, and then it goes here, kind of, you know, this becomes 6. But I guess killing speed wise, you know, my number is still up there. Plus, you know, it's a lot of that crushing blow that does the damage, so it helps a lot, bro. Maybe, yeah, I should go for more life. Okay. Pretty fast. Okay, now let me get out of there. So, you know, overall, I think, you know, this build, I think, you know, this itemization is fast enough and enjoyable enough. So I think you can try different weapons: Giant Thrasher, Great Poleaxe, Thundermaw. And you know, Thundermaw is really like debatable. Like, you see number up to like 24k, and you're like, whoa, you know, 24k, right? But like, you can only hit 6 frames, and like I said, also how many times you hit per is slower than Ghost Spear. So I mean, and also the reach too. Ghost Spear has greater reach. So if you consider all that, you know, maybe it would be better to just get something like Ghost Spear. But anyways, that was the last wave. Let me see how I do against Diablo. I'm sorry, what am I talking about? Not Diablo, Bale. Okay, that's fake one. So here, like, you know, I try to do Berserk. Kind of kills faster too. And Berserk would be better on the bosses. Especially with someone like Bale. Like, you know, he kind of leeches life and it's kind of hard to hit. Like this, just, you know, click on it, that's it. And he'll do his thing. Okay. Ooh, drop me nothing good as always. But anyways, that was the build. And you know, I kind of forgot to go over like the speed calculator stuff. But let me see if I can still do that. So I don't know if you guys can see. Let me try to make it bigger. Okay, so Barbarian using a Ghost Spear. Here's Great Poleaxe. Giant Thrasher, Ghost Spear. And it has an innate speed of 60. And let's go here, Whirlwind. Yeah. So just here already, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. I think, yeah, I think for the Barbarian speed, it's only by the weapon speed. So you see, Spear is 0. And let me see, Thundermaw. Thundermaw is gonna be much slower. Here we go. See, 20 and 6 frames, and you're not even maxed out. So let me see. Oh wow, really? Oh, you cannot max out, right? So yeah, outside speed does not matter. It's only the weapon speed. Then yeah, 6 frames. That's all you get. But with Ghost Spear, you get the 4 and the reach. So you know, And I think Great Polex isn't bad too. Let me go ahead and check that. On your Giant Thrasher, yeah, 4. That's good. The speed wise, it'll be nice and fast. Yeah, Great Polex too. So, I think these are different weapon types that you guys can try as well. I think it's enjoyable. And just, try to find the one that you like. But yeah, this setup I think is, something you gotta do. But anyways, yeah, that's what I wanted to show off on my Barbarian. And for the next one, yeah, I think I'll do that Frenzy Bar. Kind of like show you guys both, and eventually go around to kind of showing my other tunes as well. Well, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you and have a good one.